Hi everyone, my name is Jake Vincent N. Bautista. I'm going to present a case study of engineering practice that lacks ethics. So guys, what is ethics? Ethics, the discipline dealing with what is good and bad and with moral duty and obligation. So engineering ethics cases. So I'm going to report the Whistleblowing City Engineer adapted from NSPE Case Number 88-6, edited by Pilat 11503. So Mario, the city engineer or director of public works for a medium-sized city, um, is the only licensed professional engineer and also a civil engineer in a position of responsibility within the city government. This city has several large food processing plants that discharge large amounts of waste into the wastewater system during the canning season. Mario is responsible for the wastewater treatment plant and reports to James about its operation. Mario tells James that the wastewater treatment plant is not capable of handling potential overflow during the rainy season and offers several possible solutions. James replies that they will face the problem when it happens. Engineer Mario privately notifies other city officials about the wastewater treatment plant problem, but James removes the responsibility for the sanitation system from Mario and gives it to Chris, a technician who is normally under Mario's supervision. James instructs technician Chris to report directly to him and confirms this arrangement with a memo, which is copied to Engineer Mario. Mario is also placed on probation. He is warned that if he discusses the matter further, he will be terminated. Mario continues to work for the government as city engineer or director of public works. He assumes no responsibility for the wastewater treatment plant but continues to advise technician Chris without James' knowledge. During the winter, heavy storms occur in the city. It becomes clear to those involved that if the wastewater treatment plant's wastewater is not released into the local river, the ponds will overflow and dump all of the waste into the river. Under state law, this condition must be reported to the State Water Pollution Control Authority. So, so the discussion of the whistleblowing city engineer case, case number 88-6. So, um, Engineer A, um, which refers to Engineer Mario, is employed as the city engineer director of public works for a medium-sized city and is the only licensed professional engineer in the position of responsibility in the city government. The city has several large food processing plants that discharge very large amounts of vegetable waste into the city's sanitary sewer system during the canning season. Part of the canning season coincides with the rainy season. Engineer A has the responsibility for the wastewater treatment plant and is directly responsible to City Administrator C. Technician B answers to Engineer A. So during the course of employment, Engineer A notifies Administrator C of the inadequate capacity of the wastewater treatment plant to handle the potential overflow during the rainy season and offers possible solutions. Engineer A has also discussed the problem privately with certain members of the city council without the permission of administrator C. City Administrator C has told Engineer A that we will face the problem when it comes. City Administrator C orders Engineer A to discuss the problems only with him and warns Engineer A that his job is in danger if Engineer A disobeys. Engineer A again privately brings the problem up to other city officials. City Administrator C removes Engineer A from responsibility of the entire sanitary system and the chain of command by a letter instructing Technician B that he is to take responsible charge of the wastewater system and report directly to City Administrator C. Technician B asks for a clarification and is again instructed via memo by City Administrator C that he, Technician B, is completely responsible and is to report any interference by a third company to City Administrator C. So Engineer A receives a copy of the memo. In addition, Engineer A is placed on probation and ordered not to discuss this matter further, and if he does, he will be terminated. Engineer A continues in his capacity as Engineer Director of Public Works and assumes no responsibility for the disposal plant and beds, but continues to advise Technician B without the knowledge of City Administrator C. Um, that winter, during the canning season, particularly heavy storms occur in the city. It becomes obvious to those involved that if wastewater from the ponds containing the domestic waste is not released to the local river, the ponds will overflow the levees and dump all waste into the river. Under state law, this condition is required to be reported to the State Water Pollution Control Authority, the agency responsible for monitoring and overseeing water quality in state streams and rivers. So, conclusion. Engineer A did not fulfill his ethical obligations by informing the city administrator and certain members of the city council of her concerns. So guys, it is very important to follow ethics in our profession to avoid problems, chaos, and um, I think that is all. Thank you for watching and God bless us all. Thank you.